citing security failures in the Parkland school massacre.
A warning, if there are children in the room, the content here may be disturbing.
Well, with all the screeching recently about Vladimir Putin and Russia and treason.
By the deadline is a couple of days before the debate. Are you concerned about that?
No. Jimmy, my emails are so boring.
We came, we saw, he died.
I don't want to see him impeached. I want to see him in prison.
On this Memorial Day, as our nation honors its unbroken line of fallen heroes, and I see many of them in the audience here today.
We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that.
I tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person.
I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing okay. Don't have too many people in the stream. Yeah, if you're wondering why wrenches are gone, it's because, well, we don't have a lot of people in the live streams anymore. So there's no need for all the wrenches. I mean, if we have 25 to 30 people in a live stream and 15 of them are wrenches, what the hell good is that? So there's no need for a lot of wrenches, so I've reduced a lot of them. And let me go quickly into the chat here and say hi to everybody. Roy is here as usual, always the first. Safety Man is here. Corbin Stevens is back. He's here. Wonderful. And let's see, we got Angel for Animals, and we have Brian King in the house. WTT and Greta. Now, WTT won the Jew off between me and him, so he's more of a Jew than I am. Nicole is here. How's it going, Nicole? Thanks for stopping in. And Fred is here. Okay, now, before I get going, trying to figure out why the hell I get this thing over to, what the hell's going on here? I got my balance in my headphones a little off. Okay, here we go. Guys, if you need, like, videos made for your YouTube stream, production quality or anything like that, and also any kind of knife making, Brian King is offering those services, so you can get in touch with him for that. And you know, if you need intros and stuff like that for your stream, he can create those, and he can also make some knives. So he's offering those services if you guys need that. Geez, some crone. Thanks, Odin. What a putz, man! You just go and rain on my parade late. I'm trying to help the guy out, and yeah. Anyway, it's welfare as if you don't work for it, Odin. He's said that he's got services that he will do called making a knife or doing video work for you. That's hardly welfare, Odin. Okay. Well, you seem to think I'm made of money, WTT. I have too many knives already. I don't need another knife. So anyway, that's what's going on. What the heck are you talking about, Corbin? What do you mean, nice excuse? If he's willing to work for it, that's not welfare. What do you mean, nice excuse? Jeez, some crow. Anyway, this is an interesting story that's developing right now about a Thanksgiving football game. And it's involving Ellie Goulding. Or Goulding, or whatever. Oh, God, I can't stand this person. But anyway, that's what's going. What do you mean she's locked out of the chat? What chat? This chat here? Are you saying she says she's locked out of the chat and the stream? I doubt it. I'll check, but no. She ain't locked out of it. Here, let me go in before I get going on this. I'll find out. If she's locked out, I couldn't tell you why. Let me check real quick here. I don't see how she could be locked out. I hear this all the time. I mean, I don't understand how she could be banned. But sure, I'll go check just to make sure. I don't know why she would be banned. Oh, look at that. It's telling me it can't show me my community settings right now. Isn't that interesting? Oh, there we go. They're there. Okay, let me go and see if she's in there. And I don't see her in there. I see a lot of people in there, but she ain't in there. Yuki, you're not in the band. You should be able to get in there just fine. You're not banned. So I don't know why you can't get in there. So let me go ahead and play this video, and then I'm going to open up Discord for the conversation. This is a little tidbit of what's a setup for what's going on with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, mate, she's coming in a bit.
Well, not the Super Bowl. Excuse me. I got to stop that for a second. Not the Super Bowl. It's the Thanksgiving Day football game for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, mate,
Here we
she's
go.
coming in a bit, late as usual. But anyway, she said she's singing at this football thing. Sounds good. She said we can get tickets, hopefully, so I'll let you know.
Hey.
She's here now, mate. I'll call you back. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
So, this football thing you're doing,
Yeah.
can I get tickets?
You know it's American football, right? I'm playing the Dallas Cowboys halftime show for Thanksgiving.
That's not football.
Do you not get it? So
Come
weird
on,
about it.
Cowboys.
Like, I didn't.
Come on!
God,
Yes,
this is stupid.
come on!
This is how they
Yes,
promote
yes,
her
yes!
halftime show.
Come on, Cowboys!
This is how
Yes!
they promote her halftime
It's
show.
Ellie Goulding, and
but
I'll
here's
see
the
you
problem.
on Thanksgiving for the Salvation Army Red Kettle Kickoff on CBS.
Did you hear that? This is who's sponsoring the halftime show. That seems to be the problem. Look at that. It's the Salvation Army Kettle Kickoff. Ellie Goulding, obviously not from America, okay? She's going to be playing the halftime show. But she is threatening to pull out of doing the show. Do you want to know why? Because it's getting protested, saying that Salvation Army is anti-trans and bigoted against the LGBTQAI, every other letter you can come with. The alphabet gang, we'll call them. Okay? That is who is protesting the halftime show, because they're saying the Salvation Army is that, and because she is, it's just ridiculous because she's doing the show. You know something, WTT? The Salvation Army uses 98% of the donations to go out to do wonderfully good things to people. 2% goes into their payroll. I know this because my aunt retired as a major in the Salvation Army. You might say that. You might say it could have been 99%, but no one else does that, WTT. I hope you don't give to any charity. I hope you don't even give to anything, because they can't even come near boasting that. Not even close. But here's what I'm going to say about this. The Salvation Army is a religious organization. Okay? In the book that they follow, it says that homosexuality is wrong. So you can't tell them they have to support that. Doesn't matter what you think and what I think. They are a religious organization. And this woman is going to pull out of doing the show. Threatening to do this. They are threatening to pull out of the show. And this woman comes from a country overrun with bigoted, gay-killing, wife-beating Islamic nutcases. Notice I said Islamic and not Muslim. Two different things. The radical Islam that is taking over the UK, London, and everything else over there, she has no problem living in that country. No, she doesn't have to do the show. But she doesn't have a spine. She's a friggin' coward. We don't. If she doesn't want to do the show because of the Salvation Army, get the flip out of my country. Get out. We don't want you. We can tell you to get out. You don't have a dog in the hunt here. You don't know. You don't have anything here. You're nothing. You're a singer. Dance for me. Okay, that's all it is. Yeah, and by law, only 10% of what gets donated to nonprofits have to go out to anything. Only 10%. They do 98. That's why I only give to the Salvation Army. Oh, yeah, celebrity. Yeah, whatever. Different rules for them. Yeah, sure. Anyway. Hey, Yuki in Discord, I'm sorry you couldn't get into the stream. Don't know why, but it's not on my end. You're not banned.
My life sucks.
I'm sorry. So, yeah, they're protesting the Salvation Army. And it's causing her to, she's threatening to pull out of the show. Pull out of the show. Pull out of the show. No one wanted to hear you anyway. Let me tell you something. This halftime show would have made her career. Okay? She would be 10 times bigger with this kind of halftime show. But you know something? We don't need her. We don't need her. Yeah, Kyle will do it. He'll even go shirtless. Well, yeah. She can protest or whatever. I don't care. And we can tell her to get the hell out of our country. She doesn't, serious. She doesn't have a dog in this hunt. How many times has the Salvation Army helped her country out? That's all she's looking out for. That's all she's looking out for is her career. What's the best move for her career? It's all she cares about. No different than any politician out there. All they care about is their, whether they're going to get elected. And all she cares about is her fans. Let me tell you something. These people that are protesting aren't her fans anyway. Really? Those people don't do anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. Her fans. Are you kidding me? I don't even know what the hell to say about that garbage. I saw that and I'm like, you have to understand, the Salvation Army is pretty near and dear to my heart because of my aunt. Okay, they moved my aunt from Florida to the Washington D.C. Well, she worked in Maryland, just outside of Washington D.C. And this was back in the 50s when Salvation Army wasn't doing so good. And what happened is she changed the way the Salvation, she was an accountant. She changed the way the Salvation handled their money. And she created what we know today to be the Salvation Army. Okay? She changed the way they used their money. So now they're able to help more people. That's why they're giving 98% of everything comes in. Only 2% goes to their payroll. My aunt was a major, and she had just enough to have a little tiny apartment. That's all she had. That's all she needed. And she pretty much ran the entire East Coast of the Salvation Army. So that's why when I see people protesting the Salvation Army, well, it's just no different than protesting a church, calling them bigoted or whatever. Sure. If following my God and his laws makes me a bigot, fine. I don't judge anybody for their lifestyle. But don't tell me that my God's wrong. I don't want to hear that. You can say it. I don't have to listen to it. I don't have to listen to a damn thing you say. You know something? Everybody is... Look, it's a war against Christianity. That's what's going on. That's all it is. It's a war against Christianity. They're trying to ban everything that has to do with God. And some places are bringing it right back into the schools again. Some places are telling them all to go kiss off.
Hey, Sarge.
Sarge isn't in the chat.
Put down my phone and restart. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Sarge was in the Discord. I'm like, no, he's in the chat. Anyway, guys, I'm going to open up the phone line because I think we need a phone call. What do you guys think? You think we need a phone call? I say we need a phone call. I want a phone call. Pastor, what are you talking about? What is it? Kogic or Kogic or whatever the hell it is? Oh, yeah, they took advantage of the homeless people by feeding them and helping them. I watched what my aunt did with the homeless people when I used to go to visit her. Yeah, she helped them. Pastor, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know how to pronounce the acronym. Excuse me. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Pinders. It's Serious Bear. How's it?
It's the. Who is this?
This is Serious Bear. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? I see Kyle's trying to call in. That's why I'm saying that. Yeah, Kyle was trying to call in. Okay. So how's it going, man?
Good, good. I've been watching you for months. You know how it is.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen you in there.
Been calling from Hawaii. You know how it is. Oh, man, it's a great time to be here. It's
I can imagine. It ain't a good time to be in Texas right now, but Hawaii's probably pretty nice.
No, I just wanted to tell you, I really appreciate your show, and me and my son, we watch you guys a lot, and yeah. So anything you want to talk about, scratch my brain, or if I can help in any way.
So what do you think about this whole thing with the Salvation Army getting criticized now for being anti-trans and bigoted, I guess?
You know, I learned years ago that the Salvation Army, I don't know, but I found out it's the Red Shield, right? It's Rothschild, Salvation Army.
Yeah.
So who knows how deep it goes, but I've always appreciated the Salvation Army. I mean, honestly. My son and I, we would go down, and they call it the Sally Shop or something down here in Hilo.
Uh-huh.
So, and they've always been good. They help the people. There's a lot of really good work that comes from associations like that. So it's hard to say, man. I swear. I don't know what people think anymore, really.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Look, I mean, I have friends that are gay, and there's no judgment there. That's not my place to judge. Okay, and I know what my Bible says, and I'm not gonna go around and hit people with it. I know what my Bible says, and I'm not gonna deny what my Bible says to make someone happy. So if they're saying that because I believe what my Bible says, it makes me a bigot, then so be it. I really don't care. My concern, okay, my whole deal with this is, if you ask me what I believe, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to condemn you. I mean, lying's also against my Bible, but how many people do that? Okay, so
exactly.
And how many people have lustful thoughts outside of their marriage? Well, there's all kinds of laws. There's all kinds of laws against that. As far as in the church. So, here's the deal. Most Christians point their finger at homosexuality because it's the only thing they're not guilty of. Okay? Mm-hmm. The majority of them aren't guilty of that. The majority. Okay, but that's why they point at that one the most. They don't feel as guilty because it's like, if they yelled at someone, "You're a liar, you're a liar." Well, how many times did they lie? Or, or had a lustful thought. You know what I mean? So it seems like that's the only reason they go after that one.
So what's up with the? So what are they saying really? What's the whole thing?
Well, they're protesting Ellie Goulding because she's going to sing at the halftime show at the Dallas Cowboys and Buffalo Bills game on Thanksgiving Day. And what's going on is they're saying that because it's sponsored by the Salvation Army, they're anti-trans and they're bigoted.
Yeah.
So, and that's why, and now she's threatening to pull out of the show.
This whole trans thing is gotten out of control. Let me tell you something. Ever since, I'm 50 years old now. I served in the military, and I've got 2 sons. And, I've been all over the world. I live in Hawaii. I was born in Kentucky. I'm not trying to give my whole story, but I'm just saying that, there's a certain law to nature. I mean, I'm not trying to be over the top here. And, I guess they're trying to extinct themselves. Yeah. And we're just watching it.
Well, here's the thing. If you're 18 years and you're an adult, I don't care what you do to yourself. You can go.
I know, but we always talk. I know, but I don't mean to cut you off. I love you, bro. All I meant to say is that everything that we've been taught is about perpetuation, right? We perpetuate the family, our religions, our knowledge. Everything is about moving it forward, and things that kind of like create their own end. I mean, that should be a red flag. I guess that's really all I wanted to say, man. I love you.
Yeah.
I love everything you're doing. Great job.
Well,
bro.
I appreciate it. Okay.
You
Thanks
got it.
a lot.
You got it.
Okay, man.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Yep. Bye. Okay, guys. So
I got in, Roy. Woo-hoo.
There you go. So what don't call right now, Corbin. Don't call right now. Hold on a second. What I'm getting at is, I don't care what you do to your body. Once you're an adult, you can do whatever you want. You can, you can chop it off or sew it on. I don't care. I don't want parents telling their little kids what to do. We just had that case in Texas that got overturned. Now the kid says wants to be a boy. The mom was pushing him to be a girl. And was about ready to have the court ordered that he start taking the drugs to transition, which is disgusting to do that to a kid that young. It's disgusting. But, you know, if you're an adult, I think no problem if you want to transition into whatever. So that's where I'm getting at. Look, if you're a Christian, you believe God gave you free will. And I believe that. God gave us free will. Why are we constantly trying to take that away from people? We're trying to force people to do what God won't force people to do. So I don't understand it. So that's where I'm coming from with this. So let's see. Corbin, if you want to call in, go for it, man. Call in. But until then, I do have someone to thank that sent me a super chat or a PayPal a week ago, and I never got a chance to thank this person. I'm not going to give your last name out. I'll just say your first name, Leela or Lila. Thank you so much for your super chat. And let's see here. Let's get our caller on the air. Okay, Corbin. What's up, man?
Hey. So, I don't know, the whole transgender thing, right? I go to school with about 2,500 kids, and about 250 of them are transgender.
Holy cow, that's a lot for one area.
Yeah, and so our school district covers about 100 square miles. I mean, it's not 100, like 25 square miles. And, I mean, a lot of kids, we cover 2 lakes in the state of Texas, so a lot of people come to this one place. And, it's never really talked about, like, the transgenders or anything. So I think, like you said, like, about the whole religion thing, you have to be looking for it, to point it out, to cast the first stone, to break your house. But if you're going to throw the first stone and your house is going to break, why are you going to throw the first stone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, that's just kind of the way I look at it. I'm about to be 18 years old, like you said, like I'm going to be an adult. I'm having to start making adult decisions. Like, I'm going to be able to vote in my first presidential election next year.
Uh-huh.
I determined my future for the next 4 years on a piece of paper. So, you think about these things and interactions with people and how you're going to handle yourself. And I think it's part of the way kids have been raised. Walk around looking at 2,500 kids every day. You have kids who go out there and use racial slurs as a basis of conversation. They literally have no education on how to interact with each other. And I think that's where part of the problem comes in, is no one has raised these kids to know any different. So then they're literally like wild animals just running around on the great frontier.
Okay.
That's literally what our high school looks like,
Yeah.
And to think 300 of those kids who are around like wild animals who can't think for themselves, their parents haven't done anything with them. They don't know anything outside these 4 walls, and the same thing they've done for 13 years are about to go out and decide on tax policies, what we're going to do on foreign relations, who's going overseas, are we going to stay in this war? And you think about these things, it's like, but you can't get over the fact that someone else wants to be different, and they don't even bother you.
Yeah.
This person who wants to be different, who's 6,000 miles away, is affecting you how?
Okay. Well, but that's the thing. There are people complaining about stuff going on in Texas that don't even have a dog in the hunt. They're not even here. We have this over here, this person coming over from the UK, okay, to play at the Dallas Cowboy and Buffalo Bills game on Thanksgiving, and the halftime show sponsored by the Salvation Army, and all of a sudden, they're protesting the Salvation Army's involvement in the football game. But no one wants to protest some of the other stuff that's happening via the football players. You know what I mean? It's like, she's coming from a country where they're raping children, they're selling children that are 8 and 9 years old are being forced into marriage. They have rape grooming gangs out there, proven. This is all proven stuff. But you don't see her being involved in protesting that's going on in her own country. No, but she's going to kowtow, so to speak, to what's going on over here. Because, she's getting protested for playing for the Salvation Army because they're sponsoring the halftime show.
But, it's also kind of like American politics. This corporation owns this politician, so this politician owns this way on these objects. So you also got to look at that, but at the same time, if she's really worried about publicity and protesting and it goes against her moral rights, why don't she be the one to bridge the gap? If she bridges the gap, doesn't she win both sides? So that, hey, you can do this and this, and both sides are happy. I mean, when have you ever heard about the mediator getting shot? Never.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, if you actually just take it back and, some of them are saying, like WTT, she's protecting her. Okay, she's protecting her career by protesting, but at the same time, putting yourself in center stage is not protecting your career, because no matter what she does, it's going to be wrong. Whereas if she would have just been quiet, shut her mouth, and gone with the river and the way it was flowing, all this would have just breezed right on by.
Well, okay. I mean, look, if you have something to protest, that's fine. Protest it. I don't want someone to stay quiet and go with the flow. And I know that's not really what you were saying, but at the same time, she didn't have a dog in the hunt here. Stay the hell out. If you don't have a dog in the hunt. An American that's a citizen here has the right to open up their mouth if they don't like what's going on. You go out and you say, hey, I don't like what's going on.
Well, I mean, our country's down on, I don't have a problem with them saying it, but at the same time, when you're getting paid multi-million dollars, and your job is to go out there and perform, or you're a football player and your job is to go out there and put on a game to entertain me, I honestly kind of give a rat's ass about how you feel.
Yeah.
You have a job to do. Get out there, do your job, and then when you're off the field, don't use your platform to convey your issues, because you know what? If they call me a second-class citizen, I don't have a platform to stand on to voice my opinion.
Yeah.
So why should they have a platform? I mean, everyone's, it should be fair, it should be equal, it's not right. Well, what you're doing is not right, because you're using your platform, per se, the things we're paying for, to voice your opinion. That's just kind of how I feel about that. So, like with her, that's why I said she just kind of needs to be quiet, get up there, do her job, and get off.
Well, here's what I'm getting at, though. When people, as soon as someone gets a platform, whether they've created it or something happens and they have a platform, immediately they're inundated with people that want them to push their agenda on their now platform.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Hey, Roy.
And a lot of people get, why are you talking?
In my computer. Can you see?
I got to mute them. Okay. Anyway. No, it's just like, if you're in the stream, the Discord stream area, then yeah. Okay. Anyway, that ain't happening. So what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is what's going on is a lot of people are promised a platform if they follow a certain agenda. It's like, we'll give you this platform, we'll make you an actress or an actor, but you gotta kowtow to our agenda. And as long as you're doing that, you'll be able to, stay famous. And that's a little disheartening, because of course we have people doing this. So if she's thinking she's going to stay relevant, here's the problem. Most of the, and this is gonna, I'm totally stereotyping people now. Most of the leftist social justice warriors don't have a job to buy her CDs. They don't have the money. So what they're doing is they're complaining to the people that would buy their stuff, and they're kowtowing to the agenda of the people that are on welfare. So,
well, I take AP Economics. I take it on a college course level, right? And, talking about the social workers who don't have a job or anything, like I said earlier, all these people want to go out and protest and stuff, but they don't want to vote, they don't want to work, they don't want to do all this stuff. Well, for me, honestly, as a 17-year-old who has a job and who has to pay taxes to, support people like this, you go and look at the national debt ratio, and you go to U.S. debtcalculator.org, right? Well, every 5 seconds, our national debt goes up $100,000 because we're paying for welfare. we're paying for housing subsidies and stuff. No, I don't mind. Like for example, Texas GT who needed the Salvation Army to come in, right? Okay, I can understand that. He probably only used it for a couple of months, get back to last week. But I know somebody who goes to school with me. His parents have been on welfare all 18 years, has food stamps, all these government subsidies and everything, and that's all they do. They sit home. And I don't understand why I have to pay for that. I mean, those are the people that are going to go out and protest everything.
Yeah.
It's honestly like they're enslaving a population with these government subsidies for them to be able to push their agenda through American voting ballots without actually doing it. And, it's kind of like, it's not exactly how we were set up to be, and then by them doing this, a lot of people don't realize what's going on. So the next thing you know, people who do know don't have a voice anymore because we've been voted out because we know what they're doing. It's like,
Well,
that's like,
yeah. Well, the problem I'm having, and look, I know Texas GT had a bad experience with the Salvation Army for whatever reason. Okay, but I know that the Salvation Army does more good than any charity out there. There's no charity next to St. Jude's, okay, that does more to help people than the Salvation Army. So, yeah, I'm sorry you had a bad experience with one branch of the Salvation Army. But it's not all the Salvation Army. It's kind of like saying you had a bad experience with a cop. That doesn't mean all cops are bad.
Yeah.
That meant you had a bad experience with one cop.
It's like what you get told when you become like a manager
bull. That's absolutely proven false, Texas GT. The Red Cross is all about making money and showing up and doing nothing.
But you know what? Leadership's not always about making people happy.
Well, no. The Red Cross puts a Band-Aid on it. The Salvation Army has lifted people up. It's a big difference.
Yeah,
the Red Cross does next to nothing.
I mean, you don't even have to look at what they did. I mean, let's say you're the CEO of a company. Are you going to have 100% of your employees happy with every decision that you make? No. I mean, as long as you stay above 50%, you're in good standing. I mean, I was a detachment commander for a JRTC unit. I'm going to RTC, and it's the same thing they tell you on your in brief for everything you do. You're never going to make everyone happy.
No, of course not.
There's going to be people who hate you.
Yep.
But you know what? It's all about how you keep moving forward. You're going to have to make hard decisions, and sometimes you're a casualty of a hard decision.
Yeah.
If life, I think my philosophy teacher said it best. If life was fair, Jesus would have never came. We all would have got what we deserved. Well, life's not fair.
Yep. Well, let me let you go, man. I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna go to break. And hey, man, I'll see you on Sunday, and my son's birthday.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Maybe we'll put up a video or something when I totally destroy you.
I don't know, man. My son and I have been doing a lot of skeet shooting, man. You better bring your A game.
I know, that's why I'm kind of thinking about bringing mine. Instead of using yours. I could tear it up with that 20. I can't.
Yeah, you're gonna need something. Okay, you're gonna need something. Yeah.
Excuse me, but y'all are gonna watch Steve Shekels on a video when I go out there and toast him. No. All right, Steve, listen good.
Okay, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Yep. Okay, guys, look, Texas GT, if you want to call in, that's fine. But you're talking about, I know firsthand information about the Salvation Army up until, okay, and I'll say this, up until my aunt died in the 90s. My aunt was a major in the Salvation Army. Okay, I know firsthand information of how that was run up until the 90s when she passed away. And I'll talk about that when I come back. If you want to call in Texas GT, I would love to talk to you about it, brother. It's morning in Texas. Time to start the day with a good cup of joe. Now in Texas, it doesn't matter what coffee you use, but what matters more important is what you put the coffee into. Now, if you're trying to make fields full of cow droppings
look as beautiful as God's gift of a Texas morning sunrise, then there's only one mug for you. Pinder's Ugly Mug. Guaranteed to lower your expectations of the world around you, which will brighten your day. Especially if you're Jewish. Pinder's Ugly Mug. Available today at teespring.com.
Wait a second. There's no ugly mug without the gullet. Hey, who said that? No. There's no gullet free ugly mug. So I don't know what you're talking about, Sergeant. Did not happen. Texas GT, I never said you were a bad guy. I just think you had a bad experience. WTT, they don't make enough of, you couldn't buy enough of those to make me stop that. Hey, Gospel Bearer. Mr. Dangly Donut. There's a bunch of new people came in here. So anyway, guys, look, I didn't say it at the beginning of the stream, but you know my rules in this stream. You can pretty much say whatever the hell you want, except for, no doxing, no threats of violence, and no talking about anybody's family. You can talk about them all day long, just don't talk about their family. No talking about wives and, husbands and kids and stuff like that. So you can talk about whatever you want. And now I'm in the Discord, and you guys are you guys having a conversation with each other now? No. Are you ready for your NASA voice at the end of the stream?
Yeah. Hi there, Steve.
Oh my God, that's like 2001 voice. Wait a second. Say that again. Say that again. Okay, now say it.
Hello, Steve.
I'm telling you, that's like 2001. Yeah.
I watched that show when I was like 11 years old.
Okay.
In the movie theaters.
Okay. Back when you could smoke in a theater. The problem with that is it would get so bad if you were sitting up in the back that by the end of the movie, you couldn't even see the screen.
You know what's really crazy is I'm here sitting on my phone, and I was trying to write in the chat, and it just kept going to blank. And I'm going, what's going on? So I ripped open my laptop, and I'm writing in the chat like crazy, but nobody can see me, which is really interesting. Even though I can see me in the chat, nobody else can.
No one else could see you. I didn't see you in the chat, but you're not banned.
Yeah, but here, I'm going to write something right now. Just a whole bunch of nothing.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Navin Johnson, your mama jokes are completely allowed in the chat. You can say your mama jokes. Your mom does wear combat boots. My mom wore combat boots once. Yeah, I like your mama jokes.
I wear combat boots. My husband has the same size feet as me.
Texas GT, I don't call any numbers from here. You can call in. That's it. I'm not calling out from here. Not happening. Why am I getting... That
sounds counterproductive.
Okay, who's staticky in Discord? Hey, T-Dog is here. Stay calm, everyone. T-Dog's in the house.
Who's T-Dog?
I'm not calling you, TXGT. Call me. If you want to talk, call me. Dear God. Do I have to put this thing up on the screen again? Hold on a second. I gotta find this stupid thing. There. Here we go. There's the call-in line. I can take 2 quick phone calls or 1 long one. Your mom doesn't wear her boots anymore. They don't fit. Oh my God, Pastry, that's awful. I read that and halfway through it, I realized what you were writing.
That's hilarious.
You serious? Calls in on Tranny Bitch Day. Yeah, don't let Boulder call. Oh, God, Slap Weasel. That's awful.
Like button smashed.
No, it's his own number. I'm not going to... Don't... No. Really? Really, Texas GT? Guys, he's doxing his own phone number. There's no point. Don't... Yeah, self-doxing. Yeah, you can do that. If you want to dox yourself, that's fine. You don't dox anybody else. Guys, what the hell are you doing? Oh, my God. Now he posted his number. He posts it all the time. Hey, Logic, I don't know where William is. He hasn't stopped in yet today. Pastor Jack's in the house. He looks like he's posting dancy females. Okay. Eight 8675309. Yeah, it's a great number. Isn't that Jenny's number? Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to end this thing in an hour. So you got 11 minutes or 10 and a half minutes to call in. Yeah, I know. William said he's never going to live stream again a few times. And then he live streams. Yeah, Logic, but guess what? You don't have a wrench. Get used to it. Get used to it. Hey, Ken, how's it going? Oh, this night is interesting. Come on. Yeah, Pastry just doxed Jenny. So, wasn't there someone in upstate New York that actually had that number and they got called back then? I forget what it was. But yeah, I think that was the case. Oh yeah, that cold front wasn't fun this morning. It was 26 degrees when I went out to the vehicle. No, I'm not familiar, Gospel Bearer. You can enlighten me. Yeah, how fast can you guys get rid of Logic? Yeah, like I said, no threats, loser. Bye. Who got Sergeant got him. There you go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Logic. That's how you get your... Oh, you guys gonna play catch with him. I know you hit him and then unhit him. You hide him. Play catch with him a little bit. But he don't come back after the end of the stream. There you go. Yeah, you don't threaten anybody. Not that Logic could ever back up his threat. He's a bit of a loser. But okay. Anyway. Hey, Poor Dirt Farmer. How's it going? You missed a banning, Saucin. Someone just made a threat. So that's okay. So, guys, let me, seeing that we're not going to get a phone call, we'll just finish this thing out. And, yeah, I got rid of all the wrenches. There's only a couple of wrenches in here. 40s tonight.
I'm a wench.
Yeah, we have wrenches and wenches. Yes. Bannings are overrated, trust me. How many times have you banned me, Slap Weasel, accidentally anyway? Or maybe you did it on purpose. At least 3 of my sock accounts you banned. No, I think you got more than that. I could name the sock accounts, and I know you got more than one of them. You think so? Okay. Yeah, you can go bye-bye. Can you believe that? He spends all this time to create a sock account like that.
What the hell?
As long as she's a slut with me, I'm all for that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Saucin, is that a sock account for you? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Some people don't have a life. It's not that they don't appreciate it. They just don't have a life. No, I'm not going to it, Pastor. No. But here's what I am going to do. We're going to start to end this thing. And then I'm going to get Yuki to give us her sexy outro voice. So, guys, I will be back on Thursday at 9 p.m., same time. And we're going to be talking on Thursday about the Fort Worth police chief who is now suing to get his job back. There's a whole story behind that one. And I got a lot of information on it, so hopefully we can get some more in from people coming into the stream. But a lot of information. That's what we're going to be talking about on Thursday. And guess what? Friday, the cigar chat is coming back this Friday. I will be home this Friday night, so I'll do my cigar chat. I will probably freeze out there. I don't know what the temperature is going to be like, but I will freeze for a cigar chat. So let me go ahead and start this.
Rejoicing in the village.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna even lower this music so you can talk over so we can hear you. Okay.
Okey-dokey.
So no, I'll cue you up. I'll tell you when we're ready because we're gonna be blowing up a planet. We blow up a planet at the end of every single stream.
Yeah, you gotta cue me up a wee bit because
You have a lot to say today?
Yeah, we'll say the same thing because it doesn't jive up with the screen when I'm talking on, what do you call it?
Yeah, because there's a lag if you're watching the screen on your end.
Yeah, just say go, and I'll do it for you.
Texas GT, don't ever apologize for giving your opinion, buddy. Never. Don't ever apologize, buddy. I appreciate your opinion. You never have to apologize for it here. And if I hit a nerve, man, maybe that's something we can come back to and talk later. But I always appreciate you being here, man. Pastor, okay, you can blow up a planet next time, but Yuki's going to blow up this one, okay? Hey, guys, before we end this thing, if you want to support this channel, there's all kinds of stuff. Different ways you can support it. Super chats ain't one of them, okay? But what you can do is you can do it through PayPal. You can do it through what do you call it? You can do it through Patreon, and you can do it through the my Teespring account. You can buy a mug. Oh, it's funny. It doesn't have a $sign down there for super chat. You can still do a super chat. We got that all fixed, by the way. The whole super chat debacle that was going on. So you can do a super chat. It's weird. It has an arrow down there now instead of the $sign for super chats. Am I seeing that right?
Oh, it's freezing again.
It's freezing. Well, don't look at the screen. It's going to throw you off. I'll tell you when to go. You see a dollar sign? Okay, maybe I just don't see it at my end. I see an arrow. Yeah, so after 2 months of not getting paid from YouTube, I'm actually might get paid this month. Isn't that something? We'll see. Yeah, you see an arrow? Everybody sees something different then, I guess. Yeah, get an ugly mug, man. It'll definitely brighten your day because, man, when you think you're just having this terrible day, just look at that mug. Everything else is better. Okay, you ready, Yuki? Go.
Attention. This planet will blow up in 5 seconds. 5, 4. Too late? Too early?
There it goes.